Hello everybody, welcome to series 1 of It's Bandit O'Clock. This series of videos used to be on another YouTube channel, but now we've got it on the classic-motorbikes.nett channel. If you're new here, welcome, hope you enjoy the videos, and if you've watched any of our other series of videos, welcome as well. I hope you enjoy seeing the first series. We filmed this quite a while ago and it was our first go at making a series of videos, so the quality of the video might not be there, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. This is the journey of buying my current Bandit 1200. Don't forget to leave us a comment and tell us what you think about the videos and how you think we did. If you could give us a subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll get a notification every time we do an upload. Finally, I'd just like to thank some of the sponsors that helped us with series 1. The guys at Moto, Max Torque cans for the exhaust system, ABBA for the skylift, Suzuki Vintage Parts for some of the genuine parts on the bike, Mad for Bikes for our consumables, Wheels Motorcycles in Peterborough for some other parts as well, and Ven Hill for the brake lines. Series 1 of It's Bandit O'Clock will be uploaded on Wednesday evenings at 9 PM. So, let's watch the video. Hello everybody, it's part 10 of the Suzuki Bandit project. So this week I've got something in the post that I'm rather happy about fitting. We have a manual cam chain tensioner. So going to fit this because I've got a little bit of extra stretch in the cam chain. The original one is playing up a little bit, so I'm going to replace it with this one just here. So let's get cracking. Okay, so time to change the cam chain tensioner for a manual one. Going to give it a go. It's a little bit tight just in there if you can see it. Yeah, I'm going to take that one out, put the new one in, make sure the cam chain is the correct tension, turn it over a few times just to make sure everything's okay, make sure everything's tight, put the bike back together, and then hopefully we'll be able to start her up. So, wish me luck. We'll have to do the other one from the other side, so bear with me. So I've got the other side out, just got to get this one out and then we'll be able to remove it. In an ideal world I probably would have took the carbs off, but I want to try it without, to be fair. It's a load more work. If we can get away with doing less work, it's always a bonus. There we go, that one is out. So let's give it a wiggle and yeah. There we go, and cam chain tensioner. So as you can see, it's a fair way out. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's about as far out as that's going. So yeah, that has reached its limit. So there's a good chance the cam chain's out of tolerance. So that is going to be replaced by this new shiny one. So what I'm going to do is make sure the gasket surface is clean, put the new gasket on with a little bit of sealer just to make sure it seals right, and then bolt it up. So time to put the new one in. I might have to disappear around the other side to put the bolts in, but here we go. Fiddly. Probably should have took the carbs off. Okay, there we go. It's on. What we've got to do now, put the bolts in, and then once I've bolted it up, all I need to do is tension the cam chain. We're good to go. So I'm going to disappear around the other side, get these bolted up, and then we'll actually tension the cam chain. Okay, the actual body of the cam chain tensioner is bolted up. All I need to do now is adjust the nut and then do the locking nut up, and then that is done. All we need to do then is put the rocker cover on, put the coils on, put the tank on, and then we can actually give it a go at running it up and see what it sounds like. So, pair of 17s, away we go. Yeah, so that's about right. So what we're going to do now is the locking nut up, turn it over a couple of times just to make sure everything's alright, and then away we go. Okay, time to put the rocker gasket on, then the rocker cover, put the coils on, plug it all back together, we can put the tank on, and then we'll be able to start her up. So I got the rocker cover gasket from Moto, and it's the first time I've actually used a pattern rocker cover gasket, and it actually fits really, really nice. So, time to get the rocker cover on. We're nearly there, so just bolting the rocker cover down now. I've got to put the coils on and the tank on, and away we go. So I'll carry on with that. And we will see you when I have the tank on. We're outside and we're ready to fire it up. So we've got the manual cam chain tensioner fitted. We did the clutch in the last episode. I've just put the tank on now just so we can run it up. So first time firing it up with lots of things changed and that lovely max torque cam fitted. So fingers crossed she goes. There we go. So the max torque can's still got the baffle in, and still sounds pretty fruity to me, so I might take it out now and see what it's like without the baffle in. So let me give it a try. Hell of a baffle. So I'm quite excited to start this up and see what it sounds like. I've got a feeling with the baffle out that's going to fail some noise tests. So I think the baffle's going to stay in for a while, but it's good to have both the options. So for this week we're going to call it a day. That's the end of part 10 of the Suzuki Bandit project. We're going to put the bike together, give it a bit of a road test, and we will see you next week. So until then, we'll see you later.